What up, y'all? It's KP the Sports Chick. Another day has passed, which has to mean that there's another Colin Kaepernick protester against Colin Kaepernick who's protesting. So today, it's going to be Tony LaRussa. Who is Tony LaRussa? He is in the baseball world. So all of you baseball fans, and I know there's millions of you out there, you know who he is. He is a convicted drunk driver who managed one of the most steroid-riddled clubhouses in modern baseball history. And he also notably managed Mark McGwire for a while, knowing that he was taking PEDs and apparently condoning it. But no, he will not condone kneeling to protest the social injustice in America. In fact, his quote when asked about Colin Kaepernick and his decision to support his cause by sitting out the national anthem is this. The quote is, "I would tell a player protesting the anthem to sit inside the clubhouse. You're not going to be out there representing our team and our organization by disrespecting the flag. No, sir. I would not allow it. If you want to make your statement, you can make it in the clubhouse, but not out here. You're not going to show it that way publicly and disrespectfully," end quote. So I'm just kind of wondering when this dude decided to get on his high horse, because Stephen A. Smith went on a rant last night all night on ESPN radio, and this gentleman had the I won't say the gall, but maybe the idiocy to go on the Dan Le Batard show on ESPN Radio, which is a nationally syndicated radio show. It's played all around the country. He says it like it's an afterthought. There's no way that you didn't think that this would gain attention, but at the same time, who's to say he did not care if the attention was garnered or not? But what I will argue on is the pure and blatant hypocrisy of Tony LaRussa. You're not perfect, and as far as I know, Colin Kaepernick is not perfect either. But you know what he's doing? What he's not doing is calling anybody out, disrespecting anybody. The only thing he's doing is standing up for what he believes in by kneeling down during the national anthem. Now, if that makes you feel a certain way, then that's your problem. But you don't have to look at Colin Kaepernick do it. You will get asked, like you did, about the situation, because it's a hot topic. It's polarizing. People want to know what certain people think. I don't know why Dan Le Batard cares what Tony LaRussa thinks about this situation, but he put his foot in his mouth by saying what he said about the situation, and you sound like a dummy, like point blank, period. This man has done nothing to you and Colin Kaepernick. And if you want to hear Stephen A's rant on this, I fully agree with it. This brother was screaming into the mic last night when I heard him on All Night. Now, All Night was playing a clip of what he said on his Mad Dog radio show. But point of the matter is, I've said in multiple videos about this topic now, that this is a visceral, sensitive, polarizing situation. And it's not just a topic, it's not just a trend, and it is somebody who has a belief, who is starting a movement in something that he believes in, which is social injustice and racial injustice, specifically as it relates to African Americans being killed for what I would call no good reason. So, you know, it spanned over the last few weeks from, you know, as far as reasoning why Colin Kaepernick should not be doing this from his I say haters, which spans from the fact that, you know, he's not black enough to, you know, that he's disrespecting the military, to disrespecting America as a whole. And now you're saying that, you know, he's disrespecting people as a whole, and you wouldn't have it, LaRussa, because, you know, he's going to sit in your clubhouse if anybody deems to disrespect the flag. Like, give me a break. You're a convicted drunk driver. Now, I know that one situation shouldn't label a person. I'm not about that. But if you're going to put yourself out there, expect for somebody to call you out on you, okay? Because I'm pretty sure a convicted drunk driver is not a positive thing. I can give you millions of reasons why, and millions of people can tell you why, because millions of people die from convicted drunk drivers and non-convicted drunk drivers. Also, you managed Mark McGwire. Need I say more? Even if you're not a baseball fan, you know about Mark McGwire. You know about Barry Bonds, but specifically Mark McGwire. When he was sitting on Capitol Hill pleading his case, you knew what was going down. So let's not sit here and get up on our high horses, LaRussa, and you know, you're coming out of the woodwork for the first time in who knows how long, and you're talking about this situation. Yeah, somebody may have asked you that, but come on, bro. Like, even if that's how you feel, that's not something you say out loud, like out loud, like on a national radio show. Like, keep that to yourself. And don't and the reason why I say that is because, number one, I'm all about someone expressing their opinion. But if you're going to be a hypocrite about it, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut, Tony LaRussa. Because if you have all that going for you, and I say that sarcastically with your situation, don't talk about people who are silently protesting, who have not bothered you, does not ask you to join him, hasn't asked anybody to join him. It's becoming a movement, but that's not something that he expected. Maybe it was something that Colin Kaepernick hoped for. But, you know, looking at the situation now, Colin Kaepernick is a pioneer, and pioneers have to deal with this. You know, when you're great, or when you're striving to be great, you're going to deal with people like this who get in your way. So at the end of the day, LaRussa's going to be another afterthought. Stephen A. Smith got angry, but there's no need to get that angry because nobody's going to be talking about this dude in 2 weeks anyway. We don't care. And, as for Trent Dilfer and the various other dimwits who can't seem to get together to look at another perspective and respect it, not necessarily believe it, they're going to be out there. There's going to be another Trent Dilfer out there. There's going to be more people that come out about their disagreement. And like I've said in one previous video that I did recently about this situation with Colin Kaepernick, this is not going to go away now that I'm convinced it won't. And also, it's going to get to a point where the people are going to get fed up with the situation. It's going to translate over into the NBA when the start of the season begins next month, the preseason, I should say. And it's going to be a thing, at least through this year, through the end of 2016. It's going to be a thing. So it's not going away. So what happens when there's something that happens that is pushed on people, it's polarizing? People are going to fight back. So expect for people to fight back, and expect the people who started in the first place to fight back harder. But in this case, it's going to be hopefully in a positive way, because here we are. He's almost a month in now, Colin Kaepernick, into sitting out the national anthem, and he's managed to keep peace and gain tolerance as far as him sitting out the national anthem. Could you have imagined this time a month ago during the Olympics, people sitting out the national anthem? No way. There's no way. It's such a patriotic thing to stand for the national anthem. You feel like it's a rite of passage if you're an American. But now recently, we're hearing about the song itself being shown in a negative light towards slaves. It's written about slaves, and while I won't get into all of that, it just goes to show that there are many reasons, or many facets to this situation, if you will. And it's not just a dude sitting out the American flag. And for the last time, it's not about the military. It's not about disrespecting America. It's just that he's sitting out the national anthem. It's his choice. Do not draw direct parallels to America just because he's sitting out the national anthem. It's just his way. Now, you've heard him say over and over, it's not the issue is not America. The issue is not military. He's made several and various quotes about what he believes to be his issue. So if you don't believe that, then you're just not listening at this point, because there's no reason for him to make this stuff up. So anyway, I'm KP the Sports Chick. Don't forget to go to my website, kpthesportschick.com. You can find this video and all my videos about Colin Kaepernick and various other videos I've done. And you can find all my social media links there as well. And you can find my social media links at youtube.com as well. And you'll find me there at KP the Sports Chick.